Good morning. It is Thursday morning, the day after Hurricane Milton has kicked my neighborhood's ass. We are without power and no city water, but otherwise fine. The good news is the house and its occupants, myself and Lee, are A-okay. That's the good news. Sadly, the good news ends there. This is my tree in front of the house. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it has been massively trimmed. And the eucalyptus tree that I had to cut down anyway, it's not very healthy looking, as you'll see, is even much less so now. The top sheared off. It was always leaning, but it's got a bunch of broken. It's done. It's just done. So that needs to be cut down. And all these limbs, when I woke up this morning, this section of the road was impassable. I had to move a bunch of stuff out of the way. You can see down the street, I don't know if you can, there's a big tree fell down. It's gonna take them a while to clean that one up. So I'm gonna crouch down because this phone sucks. To give you an idea of all the cleanup I have. The last Helene took me about 2 weeks to clean up. This is gonna take a month, and you'll see why. Take you for a little trip around. Yeah, this fence was a metal fence set in concrete. I had to straighten back up again. The winds were bad. They were like 100 miles an hour. It was very intense. It's all the crap on my porch. Large branches, these large green healthy branches just ripped right off the tree. This is the top of my eucalyptus tree. I was the good neighbor and dragged it over here. I'm not gonna make them clean up my tree. That ain't right. This is an olive. This is my neighbor's olive tree. I love this tree. And it used to have a nice canopy that came out and covered this whole area. All gone. Peeled back. What else? The Eurekas fell over. I knew they would. No big deal. I just pick them back up. I'm going to make sure the winds are dead before I do that, though. But look at this, guys. So 2 years ago, I just spent, all those posts are brand new. I set them brand new. I didn't use concrete, which I probably should have. And now it's all leaning this way. This is the most work. To reset this fence again is going to be the biggest job. We lost some fronds. This is a green frond, should not have come off. It was ripped off our foxtail palm. This is my neighbor. I'm speaking in hushed tones. This was my neighbor's paradise tree, which was growing right under the power lines. I'm kind of glad this thing fell down. But look at our fence. Look at our poor fence, all leaning. That's a brand new post. I replaced a bunch of posts on this thing. Now I got to do it all over again. Whine. Oh, a poor foxtail. A lot of damage here. This isn't damage, it's just disheveled. I can straighten this shit up. But it just amazes me. I mean, this is a 5-foot shed, 6-foot fence, trees. It's all surrounded. How did the wind get in here to tear this up? You just never know with these storms. Anyway, the tour continues. This poor pool It always gets the worst of it. It's more than just leaves in here now. I've got full branches. A little big for the net. Look at that. Can you see that? I don't know if you guys can see. There's a branch in there. And this water is too cold to get into anymore. It is October, even for Florida. That is too cold. My cover wasn't in the best of shape, but now it's really tore up. I mean, the contraption I came up with held the cover down, which is good. But yeah, it's a little beat. Definitely took a year off its life. What else we got? I was very grateful that, look at that's another view of the tree. A poor tree. It's had a hard life, which is sadly coming to an end. And this top of this tree used to be just as lush and full as this section right here. It was that way all up here, and now it's just stripped bare pretty much. The fence held. This project was a good idea and it worked. Awesome. So one good thing, at least. I was very concerned about our power lines coming off the house getting taken out by this silly overgrown shrub. Look at that, this was touching our old Comcast cable line, and wow, that we don't even use anymore. This is like opened my eyes to some of the stuff. I want to cut this, at least trim it, if not just take it out completely. Because I was just thinking, man, before I got out here this morning, what if that tree took out my feed to the house? We'd be without power for weeks, because they're not going to get to that. They're trying to get power to hospitals and supermarkets and gas stations. If that tree took out that power line feed to my house, yeah, it would be weeks before we got power. Anyway, I don't know where these branches came from. Probably this guy right here. But also could have flown from there, who knows. It was nuts. We were sitting in the house in the dark, because the power went out around 8 o'clock. So we were just sitting there in the dark, listening to the wind-up radio Lee has, listening to the horrific noises coming from outside. It was absolutely nuts. Look at this grass will give you some idea. This ground level, the grass is blown over. It was fierce. It was like 100-mile-an-hour winds. I'm not exaggerating. I used to jump out of airplanes, and I know what 80-mile-an-hour prop blast feels like. This was 100 easy, gusting to 100. It wasn't steady. Anyway, guys, I just want to make this quick video. We're okay. The house is okay. The roof is fine. Everything's fine. I'm very happy about that. If I had to replace a roof or something like that, it would just make all this worse. But right now, it's mostly yard work and some fence repair. No big deal. Thank whoever I need to thank, the universe, for saving us and sparing us. No power, no water, no big deal. I've got a generator that I'm going to assemble right now, brand new in the box still. And the garage is dark because we have no power, but that's our brand new generator. As soon as I end this video, I'm going to pull that out of the box, set that up, make some coffee. Lee had the foresight to make coffee yesterday when we had power. Thank God I had half a cup with him. I can start my day. Anyway, guys, once again, I'm going to leave you looking at our poor pool. Alrighty. Wish us luck. Thank you. Bye.